Hello, everyone. It's Kathy Hampton here from Wellside Retreats, Wellness and Healing Practices. Hello, Catherine. Greetings to you. Thank you for coming in today on this Thursday, our Affirmation Thursday. Good to see you. Let's see, anybody else here? Well, welcome. Welcome to the channel. I'm Kathy Hampton, and as I said, and I'm glad to have you journal along with me today on this January 30th. The month is almost over, and appreciate you considering the practice today of journaling, meditation, prayer. Um, let's see, meditative walking. Um, there are so many practices, yoga, and we celebrate the practice here of journaling to download what's on our hearts, minds, and our spirits. And yeah, Sabani, hello, greetings to you. And we work in community, do inner work in community, and we are. Um, yeah, definitely a community of sister journalers, we call ourselves. But we also practice other healing practices, so wellness practices. And I hope that if this is the first time that you're seeing this and you stick around until this live stream is over, that you'll make a decision to like, subscribe, and ring the notification bell, so you'll be made aware of when new videos are uploaded. So, hello, Katrina Lilly. Good to see you here, friend and traveler. Good to see you. Hello, my peace. Good to have you here. Hola, beautiful people. Yeah, we are rolling in here on this Thursday. Tuesdays and Thursdays we meet at 7:30 a.m. Eastern Standard Time, and on Thursdays we talk about and um, set our affirmations for ourselves. We applaud ourselves, congratulate ourselves, pat ourselves on the back as we affirm ourselves in positive, powerful statements about ourselves. So I hope that you will stay and share your affirmation in the comments, or keep it to yourself if you like, but do yourself a favor and compliment yourself um, every day of the week, throughout the day. The more that we believe in ourselves, about the goodness, the greatness, and our potential, the better. And that will put us in that space for ourselves if we in fact continue to lift ourselves up. Because if you don't do it, not sure if anyone else will, and it's not necessarily their place to do so. So it is our place to be confident and courageous and bold and um, joyful and pleasing and um, curious, right? And feeling really good about who we are. Hello, Kim S. Good to see you here. Yeah. Lovelies. Yes, we are lovelies. I like that. Yeah. So that's a powerful statement, um, that you could say about yourself. I am lovely, right? Yeah, I am lovely. Thank you, Kim, for those good words. So I wanted to make an announcement because I'm gonna make it throughout this, so anyone on replay can hear it anywhere they jump in or whenever people jump in. I will be taking the month off of live streaming of during the month of February. During the month of February, let me get it all together. During the month of February, I will be taking off Tuesdays and Thursdays for this live stream of Journal with Me. I just need some time. I need more time. And believe it or not, an hour in the middle of the day is not inconvenient, but there are things that I need to do during the middle of the day on Tuesdays and Thursdays. And so just going to take off this coming month of February. I will be posting, though, recorded videos where you can catch me on this same channel. And some of them will be journaling videos, but they won't be live streamed. So I just want you to know that. And I'm going to put this on the banner. I said I wasn't going to make it, obnoxious, but I think it's really important that I let people know so they don't spend their time putting up their computer or their phone or finding a quiet space or to journal and all of that. So um, that's what's happening in the month of February, and I wish you all a great February. But for today, it's not February yet. Oh, it looks like there's a lag. You guys see that lag? It's kind of weird, huh? I think it's because I turned on that banner. Yeah, like in slow motion. It's the ticker, the ticker. I'm going to stop that. I'll turn it on a little later. It looks kind of weird. Okay. Yeah, it was the ticker. That's interesting. Well, you know, mess around with the technology. Yeah, uncertain things happen. So let's check in. How's everyone doing? How are you? Have you checked in today? I woke up very early today. I've been up since probably about 4:30 a.m. Yep. I'm feeling good. I was just wide awake and needed to take care of some things. So I just got up and started working on those things. And so I am feeling good, a little sleepy, of course, but I'm feeling good. And I think I'm feeling good because I did accomplish some things. I think what happened was I was thinking about all the things that I needed to do in my sleep. So I woke up and started thinking about those same things. And so I wasn't fully rested. But I said, you know what? Let me get up instead of thinking about all these things. Let me just think about them and do them since I'm awake. And that's why I've been up since 4:30. So yeah, instead of tossing and turning and laying, supine and not getting anything done, but being awake um, after meditating, right? My mind said, get up and get to working on what you need to work on. So that's how I checked in with myself today. What is it you're feeling right now at the moment? I'm feeling great. I should say good, great between that. And the reason why is because I believe I've accomplished quite a bit this morning. Have more to do, though. And yeah, go deeper and figure out why you're feeling the way you're feeling. So, again, if you're new here and when you come in and see the live stream, um, I'll be journaling and I have a big old notebook today. I finally moved to a big notebook for my journaling and especially for these live streams. And that's all you really need is paper, pen, pencil. You can use a journal if you want to. And You can, yeah, use anything that is going to be comfortable for you, and find a comfortable space, quiet space, where there's no distraction. And we spend 15 minutes here, as quiet as possible, unless I start coughing, which I plan on not doing. I've taken my medication for allergies. When it rains, I'm finding that I start sneezing and coughing. Yeah, it's a whole thing, with sinusitis. But I have things to keep it under control. So I promise I won't be coughing. Well, I shouldn't promise. I don't believe that I will be. I have water in case my throat gets dry. Hello, Dr. Donna. Good day to you. Good to see you here. And yeah, I'll be setting the Insight timer clock on my phone to 15 minutes. But first, let's get open to the practice. Open ourselves up to the practice by calming ourselves down and trying to focus on the practice, whatever you choose to practice today, whether it be journaling, whether it be meditation or sitting in prayer, whether it be just sitting still, right? Just being, but being quiet and still, allowing yourself to rest, okay? Even if you're taking a walk outside and listening to this on with earphones, allowing yourself to rest, okay? That is that is key, for motivation, inspiration, right? Allowing some downtime for yourselves. And our downtime here is to get in do a short breathing exercise, just cleansing breaths for 3 rounds, and closing our eyes or lowering our gaze, getting comfortable in our seat, sitting on the sits bones, on your behind, not sitting on your back. You want to sit as straight as you can, or lay down as straight as you can, without arching your back or arching your shoulders, right? So let's do that. Closing your eyes or lowering your gaze by looking at the floor. If you're gazing, look on the floor ahead of you, not straight down, but ahead of you, in front of your feet. Allowing yourself to put a slight smile on your mouth. Getting still and quiet. Listening to your heartbeat, or getting accustomed to just feeling your natural breath. The inhale and the exhale of your breath. You can part your lips. When we exhale today, be sure you get all that air out. Squeeze it as much as you can out of your chest, your diaphragm, your lungs. We're going to take an inhale through the nose really deep, and we're going to hold it for 2 seconds at the top, and then exhale through the mouth with a sigh or a moan or a song. So let's start. We'll go 3 rounds, inhaling through the nose. Exhaling through the mouth. coming back to your normal breath just for a moment. Allowing yourself to settle in again in your seat. Let's take one more round, inhaling through the nose deeply. In our last round, we're going to inhale through the nose, holding it to the top, exhaling through the mouth and squeezing all that air out. All right, let's go. Inhaling through the nose deeply. Returning to your natural breath. Consider your intention for today, your focus today, in your practice, in the day ahead. Also consider gratitude. What are you grateful for today? A simple thank you is fine. Spend a moment to affirm yourself as we do here commonly on Thursdays. Slowly and gently opening your eyes, blinking if you need to, getting accustomed to the light, or raising your gaze. Okay? Right. I hope that you've calmed your spirit, you're able to focus, opening yourself up to practice today. And right. And the insight timer has given me the right page for today. Um, and we're going to start with the djembe uh, drum. You'll hear it twice, and then we'll end with the Native American flute. And I'll turn it down a little bit because it is rather startling, high pitched sound. But you should be able to hear it even when I turn it down. So let's get started with the djembe drum, and we'll get started with our practice. Thank you for coming to journal with me. So, welcome back. And I hope, and I'm sure you heard the flutes of the American Indians. I find it very soulful. I like that sound. So, I hope your time in practice was good for you. It was good for me. I have a lot to reflect on today. I have lots to lots to talk about. Um, the first, I want to give gratitude by just saying thank you. Thank you to the universe. Thank you for this week. Yeah, I say thank you because what we've all encountered, no matter where you are, is so much change that it couldn't be hidden. And that's a good thing. There's lots of tragedy, um, but also greatness and goodness that has come out of this first month of the year and a very hectic week. Um, yeah, and my affirmation is really I am opening myself up to my own curiosity about uh, myself. I'm open and very curious and confident about myself. Yeah. Each day, I allow myself to experience something new and different, even if it's fearful, even if I'm somewhat fearful. When I say fear, not fearful in the way that I feel I'm in danger, but fearful about potential outcomes or um, impact or um, uh, fearful about, doubting myself. I face my fears. So I guess that should be the affirmation, another affirmation that I am facing my fears and do that pretty regularly. Um, so I'm really good at that. So have you affirmed yourself for today? Today I won't be using the affirmation cards. Um, I will say that um, I believe that we have something very positive in us, um, and it's untapped a lot of times. And I'm writing about that right now. I have one large memoir that I'm working on, and then I have another collection, which is our stories, memoirs, short stories. And today I was very pleased with myself that I can see a progression, especially on the short stories, that I'm very pleased with. And but within that, um, I show kind of the progress that I've made about being open to seeing myself doing this inner work. When at first we were talking on Tuesday about darkness and clarity, and how, you know, we stay in the dark sometimes, and what darkness means, and how to come out of darkness and what that means. Well, I even revealed to myself in my writing, um, from these stories, how dark things were, meaning I had no clue. I could not see anything because it was just so dark and things were hidden. And so I'm excited about where these stories are going, and um, how I'm writing these short stories, this collection. So I'll say, yeah, I'm proud of my progress. Proud of my progress. But I wanted to share with you all the words for today and the hashtags uh, in the title of the video for today are starting over, transformation, change, and I believe those were the only three words. Maybe it's just the two, but I want to talk about starting over, transformation, change, and healing. I was doing some research on potential topics for YouTube videos and came across a group of women, actually 50 and over, who are doing YouTube and using YouTube as a means of expressing themselves, but also hoping to get monetized, and talking about the subject of starting over. And I was taken by woman in particular who is of Japanese heritage. She is Japanese American, who the time of, I believe, her first video was 6 months ago, and she talks about starting over. And her name is Dana. I forget what Dana's, I think her last name is Winsell. Because I want to say her name so that she um, comes in out of the algorithm. I'm going to find her. But I found her to be pretty compelling. And I think a lot of women at 50 and over share the same things. We're getting to a place that usually kind of starts around 40, and 40 is a very defiant age where a lot of women are like, I've done all this stuff. I've conquered so much. I've been through so much that basically you can't tell me anything anymore. And this confidence, some of us have this steel within us, and we can break down doors. We raise our voices, we speak up for ourselves. So by the time you get to 50, after you've been, kind of like pushing down doors and getting your way and making it through, you're probably exhausted. And that's when the hormones kick in, and some of us might experience, perimenopause, menopause, who knows, all kinds of things, different health issues. Well, she talked about that in that way, and she talked about starting over after the various events in her life occurred, being divorced, grieving, caring for her mother, who at 80, who decided she wasn't going to work anymore. She owned she was a hairdresser, and she decided no longer to work at 70, maybe 75, 70, and she was healthy. And 10 years later, at 80, she decided that she wasn't going to work anymore. And at 80, she got sick because she had basically sat on the sofa and watched TV for 10 years. Wouldn't want to go out. She wasn't active. And then she passed away during COVID when she was in a nursing home in Los Angeles. So you have this child of a mother who was divorced. I think she was had two marriages, divorced twice, caring for her mother. Ended up her career um, was coming. It was she was burnt out. Became very competitive. She's a designer, graphics designer. She loved her career, but it changed. And we know some of us may know how our careers can change without us even looking around and and seeing them change. But you start feeling this change. A new younger workforce comes in, removes you, takes the place, but you have all the knowledge and wisdom that the company or the entity needs, and they're just draining you to show the others how to do the things, or they want you to learn something new to take on more responsibility. And it changes all kinds of ways. So it changed, and she got burnt out, went to work for another company, and then got laid off. Stumbled, and and COVID happened, of course, during all of this, and then she didn't know what to do with herself. How was she going um, to live? She ended up moving in with her daughter and her husband, and then I mean, you can watch this video, but I was so struck by it that I wanted to speak on it. And so what she decided to do was to get focused, get really still and focus on what would make her happy. And so she decided that she would practice the her heritage's practice of ikigai, which, and I'm paraphrasing this, is taking action, doing the things that make you happy or joyful and are purposeful. They have meaning, doing the things that make you happy to sustain yourself, to sustain your life. And that's what she actually did. But she wanted to focus on one thing in particular besides the money part, the financial sustainability. What was she going to do? She wanted to do something for that. You have your financial, you have your health, you have, social, and you have your four pockets. I forget in all of this. And but she said she looked at herself and she says, I have to get myself healthy or I won't be able to do any of the other things. And she had gained quite a bit of weight during the pandemic. So she decided that she was going to get herself active. And she started paying attention to what women over 50 needed to do. And that was to start walking more, to lift weights, because our bone density is important. And without the muscles being strong, we fall apart. Can't do anything. You can't lift. You can't get up. You can't move. It's difficult to walk if you don't have strong muscles. So she decided to focus on that. And then she decided she needed to get social because she had been closed up and didn't know people, meet people, but she wanted to do it in a focused way. So she decided to learn Japanese drumming, and she works with a group of women who are 50 and older who do the Japanese drumming and they perform. Then she decided she wanted to move her body more for aerobics. She decided to take a hip hop class. So in her YouTube video, you see Dana doing all of this. First of all, I was just so happy to see that she was not just a talking head. Because I have a whole theory about the talking head, which I am. And and I've shown pictures on other social media of me being more active, but she's actually videotaping herself doing these things, and she's learned how to do it. So her story was so compelling to me that I wanted to share it with other people. And her name, I'm going to see if I can find her. Dana, let's see, and starting over. And yeah, I don't know if this is going to be it. But yeah, yes, her name is Dana Findwell. Dana Findwell, starting over on YouTube. And I hope the algorithm finds it because I really appreciate what she's doing, um, encouraging people, showing her light, and about transformation and change and healing, because she is healing all aspects of herself, her body. She's taken the action, and that's what it is. That's what the Ikigai says. The practice of Ikigai is holistic in its approach, and it is taking action for all the things, including financial sustainability, the health component, social interaction, community interaction, and I forget, and nourishing. I believe it's nourishing the body. I could be wrong about the last one, but it is holistic, and that is what it's hard to cover all of that, really, um, in teaching people about that. But I she has done a great job of doing it. So I want to give kudos to Dana Findwell for doing that. But I also want to give shout out to all the women that I know who are taking action. Um, in my experience coaching women who have gone through change and are transforming and coming out of the dark, I want to shout out to them, kudos to you, woman, Black woman 50 and over, because uh, sometimes, and we all know someone who has let life go, allowing themselves to kind of fester and not take the actions to live and sustain their lives. And it happens in our families. And this is a perfect time in history where we could all sit back and decide, you know what? I've done it all. I can't do anymore. The world is crumbling and I'm just going to crumble with it. And I just don't want people to have that sense about them, people not feeling worthy of continuing to live life on their terms, and being defiant about their lives. I really, that is what I fear. I contacted my mother this week to find out how she's doing. And I was so pleased with her. I think I may have be repeating myself, but I spoke to both my parents. Yeah, I did mention that they're like they're like, what's going on? I know some craziness is going on, but I am so unbothered. I am going to live my life. Father, we was learning how to play mahjong. with his family. So mom is just trying to keep her hairstyle in place and stay warm. But they, I was very pleased with them. They weren't. There wasn't the mother who decided that she was just gonna be a couch potato. I'm very pleased at that. My mother wants to be more active. Um, she has transportation issues most of the time, but she will get out and walk herself to the store if she can't find a ride, um, and get on the metro, um, as without fear. um, and yeah, I just want to highlight highlight us for taking steps to not getting complacent at this time when we could easily fall prey to just throwing up our hands, hiding in a closet, not the prayer closet, but just hiding away from it all. It's a lot to take in, um, around the world, in our communities, um, in a whole new um, governmental state. And yeah, so I've talked about how I affirm myself. How have you affirmed yourself? Those are my reflections. It's a lot of stuff, but that's what I wrote about today. And hope that you all were able to come up with your affirmations for yourself. Um, I will repeat what I repeated early for anyone coming in on the replays, that I will not have this streaming, um, journal streaming, journal with me during the month of February. I'm going to take a break and do some other things that need to be done. And hope you all will be so kind to see me in March with Journal with Me. I do plan on doing some more videos. I believe the woman Dana Findwell, as well as a few other women 50 and over who are on YouTube, really inspired me. I was looking for, I think, some ways to do different series on women 50 and over, and I have been inspired by them, not to copy them, but to talk about these issues in my own way for wellness and healing. Um, Hers was starting over, and I believe that sometimes I believe I've started over about 4 or 5 times in my life, and I know that the beauty of that is I know that I could start over, that I could do do different things, from not necessarily being laid off, but um, but quitting a job, um, uh, changing. I had the most mobile career. I had to, pack up and move with family for a spouse's career, and had to, change out of jobs that I really liked, but always landed on my feet. Um, was appreciated. I actually had, I'm going to say, two or three good bosses in my career, and saw leadership potential in me, and so I was blessed to have that experience until I didn't. And that's when, as Dana Finwell says, things change in your career, and they change all kinds of ways. And that's when I started feeling burnt out. I felt marginalized. There was discrimination going on. There was all kind of really nasty stuff that I wasn't accustomed to. And I was trying not to see what I was seeing, but I was seeing it. And I was like, oh no, this is not what, you know, I want in my life. So I could have stayed in there like a lot of people do, because a lot of people need their jobs. I was blessed enough to realize that if I couldn't do what I was doing, then I could do something else, and or find something else, and wasn't afraid to go out to do it and to find it. So um, those are the things that I want to talk about, and the various ways in which we heal. And I've always been interested in how other cultures heal, and there are other aspects of wellness that are untapped to a lot of Westerners. And like I'm learning Tibetan yoga and Sufi meditation, which is an active meditation. I just started, I've been doing the Tibetan yoga, but I did a meditation that was an active body movement meditation for over an hour, and it was amazing. So I'm learning different modalities of meditation, of yoga, um, as well as massage therapy. So I have a lot to talk about and to share and to try to videotape. Yeah, that's where I'm headed. So, what are you doing for your healing? That's the question. That was what the healing is for. You can take that with you today, as we end this journaling session. What is it that you have been doing for your wellness and for your healing? What is it that you want to do for your joy? Actively do for your joy, right? To sustain your joy, whether it be financial, whether it be social, for community. What is it that you want? How will you uh, nurture your body also to sustain yourself? So these are all the questions that you can take with you. There's no homework. This is just an invitation to think about. And if you're seeing this, I hope that you can potentially journal on this. We usually don't use guided journaling here. It's a free flow, but I think the topics are broad enough that you can narrow something down specifically for yourself. So, hello, Sunny L. How are you today? I didn't call your name out. I want to say everybody's name. Okay, good to see you. Good to see you. So, it is now 1:34. We've been here for a little over an hour, and I want to thank you for sharing January with me, uh, and journaling with me. Again, I'll be taking off in February, but you'll be seeing videos. I will be focusing in on recorded videos, touching on many of these subjects that I talked about today, as well as within the month of January. And I have a lot more that I'll be showing. And uh, yeah, you'll see the notifications if you like, subscribe, and ring the notification bell, uh, so that you will be made aware when I've uploaded a new video. This is especially for people who um, are new to the channel, and yeah, want to follow me. Well, take care. Have a great weekend. A great February. If I don't see you in the internets, I'll see you in March right here um, on Journal with Me. All right. Take care and have a great day. Much love to you.